Hey Mila, the dust and sand has been so bad here these days. It really is. I think it's because of the direction of the wind, and the sand from the desert is flying in. You might want to wear a mask or something. I can't breathe wearing a mask, but I guess I don't have a choice. And it's making my house all dusty. Could you come and clean it up right now? What? Right now? Yes. You're just living on Matt's income and doing nothing all day. It wouldn't hurt to at least clean my house, would it? I don't mind cleaning, but I have some errands to run today. Errands? It's just grocery shopping or something, right? I'm sure it can wait. Anyway, come quickly and do something about this mess. I don't like it when you do something like this all of a sudden. Don't you get it yet? What I say is absolute. I wish you would realize your duty as a daughter-in-law already. As Matt's wife, I'm doing everything I can to help you. Is that what you think? What? I don't want you to think you're doing everything you can as Matt's wife. I need you to fulfill your duty. Just come and clean it up right away. Okay. Mila, my house is covered in sand again. Oh, it might go on for a while. Since you're not busy, come clean it up today again. What? Again? You're doing nothing, so what's the problem? Please don't talk to me like that. I'm sorry, but I have to clean my house today. My house is covered in sand too. I feel bad for Matt. I will come over there tomorrow. Tomorrow is too late. Do you expect me to spend the whole day in such house? I can't believe what you're saying. I'm sorry, but I have to clean my house too. You can do that after you finish cleaning my house. Above all, what I say is absolute. Did you forget that again? It's not like that, but Matt also told me I don't have to. He did? That boy doesn't really understand what marriage is all about either. I'll have to talk to him. When you get married, a mother-in-law is the first priority. Matt comes next, and your job is to serve us. So you have to clean my house first. But I want the floors waxed so they'll be easier to clean tomorrow. What? Do I have to do that much? Of course you do. Are you going to make me do all that hard work? You've got to be kidding me. Stop yammering and get started, or we won't finish. Eleanor? You don't have the right to make decisions. So get your butt over here now. I'm on my way. Hey, Mila. You're not busy today, are you? I've been having a pain in my back since yesterday. Could you do some shopping? I'm sorry, Eleanor, but I can't. If you don't mind, I can go shopping for you tomorrow. Don't you get it yet? You have no right to say no. What I, your mother-in-law, say is final. I'm sorry, but for once I can't do that. Oh my God, I'm disgusted. What is it with you talking to me like that? Actually, my father's in the hospital. Your father? Yes, as I told you before, my father has a heart condition. He had a heart attack last night. Oh, and? He's stable now, but they don't know when he'll have another one. He's going to be in the hospital for a while. I see. Well, I guess it's a good timing that he's stable now. What? Your father's stable, right? Then you don't need to go to the hospital. But my father is still in the hospital. I'm worried about him. I can't just leave him like this. Matt said I should go as soon as possible. He said that? He's really sweet. He's been a sweet boy since he was little. So, I'd like to go see my father in the hospital. Even if he says it's okay, I won't allow it. Since you're married to my son, you do as what I tell you to do. There is no way I'm going to let you prioritize your father over me. What good would it do if you went there anyway? Just leave him to the doctor. What? My father could have a seizure at any moment. He must be very anxious. I'm just trying to make him feel better, even a little. You're really stubborn, aren't you? No matter how many times you ask, I will not allow you to put your father first. I see. Then I'll go against you and go to the hospital. Huh? Who do you think you are? You don't even work. You spend your spare time every day and you can't even listen to me. You really are a terrible wife. Call me whatever you want. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to hurry. Wait, Mila! Eleanor. Oh, hi, you useless wife. What's wrong? Actually, I just got a call from my mother that my father is unconscious. We are going to the hospital now. Depending on my father's condition, I may be gone for a few days. I just wanted to let you know. I know it's hard to reach me while I'm in the hospital. Your father is in critical condition? Yes. So, how are you going to get there? I have to take a taxi to get there, so I'll leave home right away. Take a taxi? Your father is in critical condition, right? Okay, I'll drive you to the hospital. What? You'll drive me there? But you don't even have a car. What are you talking about? Don't underestimate my neighborhood network. Huh? I'm usually good to my neighbors. There are a lot of people who would help me when I'm in trouble. I see. Anyway, I'll hurry up and pick you up, so just wait a bit. I can't ask you to do that. I'll go myself, don't worry. What are you talking about in an emergency situation like this? I'm your mother-in-law, remember? I'm supposed to help my daughter-in-law when she's in trouble, right? Are you sure you don't mind? Enough with this already. I said it's fine. Thank you, I'm glad. I'll be there in a bit. Eleanor, where are you? My father is unconscious. I need to get to the hospital as soon as possible. What a stupid wife to be tricked to be left alone in the middle of the desert. I don't have time for this. Please come and get me right away. What if my father's condition goes from bad to worse? I guess you'll have to run a marathon for about 100 miles to get there. Maybe your father will be happy if you did that much just to see him. Start right now. Ready, set, go! Eleanor, please. I'm worried about my mother too, who's been with him, so I want to go as soon as possible. Please don't do this childish thing. It's your fault for being so easily fooled, isn't it? I think you'd better start running. Your father is having a hard time, isn't he? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you bullying me? Why am I bullying you? Of course it's because I don't like you. Why? Did I do something to offend you? Yes, you did. You stole my precious son. You stole him from me, which I have lovingly raised since he was born. That can't be helped, can it? Matt is not a child forever. No, I cannot forgive you for stealing my treasure. And on top of that, you're a useless wife who can't even do what I tell you to do. That makes me even more angry. I'm sorry. I apologize for everything I've done. I'll even get down on my knees and apologize. But just for today, please come pick me up. Take me to my father's hospital. I can't manage in this desert by myself. Sorry, I can't. Please. I have to return the car to my friend soon. I can't make it if I come pick you up. Eleanor, please. I guess you'll just have to run a marathon after all. Mila, I'm in trouble. I have a headache so bad I can't move. I feel lightheaded. The doctor said I could go into a coma if I don't get proper treatment. I heard about it when the hospital called me. They said you got stuck in the desert and the car got stuck in the sand. Well, it's your fault for this to happen. Wasn't it you who went into the desert on your own? Please don't blame me for that. I screamed so loud, but no one came to help me. Eventually, dehydration made me dizzy. I almost fainted. I don't remember much after that. From what I heard, you were found by a patrol, right? That's right. If those people hadn't found me, I would have lost my life. I'm glad they found you. I don't feel safe here alone. I don't know what I'll do if I lose consciousness like this. I'm sure you'll be fine. You can even get on WhatsApp. Besides, don't you remember what you did? When my father was unconscious, you left me in the middle of the desert. I'm sorry. I was lucky that a group of tourists who happened to be passing by found me. But I thought I was going to lose my life. My father has managed to survive too. That's good. Then you're safe now. Now move along and come stay with me. I don't want to. Why not? Your father is okay now, right? And your mother is with him. So why can't you come here? I'm telling you that what I say is absolute. I don't know what's going to happen to my father. He's going to stay in the hospital until he regains full consciousness. Aren't you worried about me? You're doing fine. I don't think you're in any condition to need an assistant since you can text like this. You were talking so coldly, don't you think? Huh? How can you say that after leaving me in the desert? I won't forgive you. That's enough. Then tell Matt to come and support me. He is on his way to my father's hospital right now. And by the way, I told him about what you did to me, in case you were wondering. He was furious. Huh? You just told him some cheap lies to get him into your side, didn't you? I just told him honestly that my father was unconscious, And you left me in the desert. Huh? Why did you say that? He knows that you have been bullying me this whole time. I told him all about it. Huh? He said he's going to break off the relationship with you because of it. He said he doesn't care about you who don't care about people's lives. He said he doesn't care about his own mother? That can't be true. Matt was very much against marrying me first. He said he hated you who was always bullying his ex-girlfriends. Although he said he's grateful for the way you raised him. But he was struggling with why you can't be happy for him when he found someone he cares about. Oh my. Your words and actions were pushing him to the edge, you know? I think it takes a lot of determination to break off the relationship with his own mother. Have you ever thought about his feelings even a little? I thought he knew how much I care about him. I absolutely believe that he would think the same way. You don't know anything about him. He is an individual adult with his own feelings. He's not your personal property. I never think of him as my property. It's the same for me. I am not your slave. Even I'm your daughter-in-law, no matter how much you want, I will not do what you say when my father is unconscious. That's why Matt decided to leave you. I never thought this would happen. Neither Matt nor I will go to take care of you. So I have to undergo treatment alone and lonely? I guess so. You deserve it. You're such a cold person. And about the neighbor who just loaned his car to you? He said that Matt contacted him. When you came to pick me up, I was so preoccupied with my father that I didn't get a good look at the car. You had rented a luxury car, didn't you? Yes. I only have celebrity friends. I'm not like you, you know. You left that luxury car in the desert for a long time, didn't you? What? I mean, I was in a coma, so there was nothing I could do. The car was covered with sand. I heard that the car was towed and taken to the police station. The sand was so roughly removed that the car was covered with scratches, like being scraped by pebbles. No way. The owner of the car was very upset. What? He doesn't want to drive a car covered in scratches like that. He is considering repairing it and replacing all the doors with new ones. Or buy a new car. Of course, he said he would charge you for the cost. How could I possibly have that kind of money? Having said that, I heard that he was forced to lend the car. He said you practically took it away from him. You really wanted to take me to the desert, didn't you? Matt was truly dismayed and told the neighbor to charge the entire bill to you. What? Why did he do that, knowing that I have no money? Isn't it natural? Huh? If you damage or break something you borrowed from someone, it is only natural that you have to pay for it, isn't it? But this time, the reimbursement is on a different scale. It's a luxury car, so it must cost close to $100,000, right? I don't know. I'm not familiar with cars either, but wow. $100,000? There's no way I can afford that kind of money. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Besides, you'll need to pay for your treatment and hospitalization. I think you should be prepared for it after you leave the hospital. Wait a minute. I want you to tell Matt. I don't care if he leaves me. I just want him to pay all of those. If he doesn't, I don't know what I would do. Stop that. What? Matt didn't do anything wrong, did he? Why should he pay nearly $100,000? If he has to pay, it will affect our life. I firmly refuse. Oh no. Matt and you are the only people I can rely on. It's your own fault because you didn't take care of your son, who should have been able to rely on you. Well then, you have no choice but to do something about it on your own. That's impossible. There's no way I can pay that kind of money with only my pension. But you have to pay it, because you're the one who did all of that. If you don't pay, your neighbors will file a damage report to the police. What? From what I've heard, you could be charged with theft or destruction of property. Oh no. Hey, you're my daughter-in-law, right? You have to help me. I just want to focus on taking care of my father, since he's still in an unpredictable situation. I don't have time to think about you. Don't be so cold. You are in a good condition in the hospital. Why should I help you? You should think carefully about how to make money. After you are discharged from the hospital, I'm sure there are plenty of ways. What can I do? You'll have to think about that on your own, won't you? Matt and I break off the relationship with you and have nothing to do with you. I'm not going to give you any advice or anything. Hey, do something about it. I'm in the hospital too. I have nothing to do with this. Well, I'm going to end this text because I'm going to the hospital with my mother. I will never see you again. First of all, you need to heal well and recover your strength. Then, you can take care of yourself on your own. What do you mean on my own? Hey, Mila, help me out. After that, Eleanor was discharged from the hospital after 2 days of intravenous treatment. She had been arrogant while she was in the hospital, complaining to the nurses about this and that. According to the text messages, I'm sure that's true. The owner of the car was waiting for her after she was discharged from the hospital. When she came home, he yelled at her in a very loud voice. And this story has been circulating around the neighborhood. There were quite a few onlookers around. She had no money, so she sold her house, saying, "I can't live here anymore." She used the money to pay for the car and medical treatment. With the little money she had left, she moved to an old rental apartment in the next town. She is probably living alone and lonely in a shabby apartment. I don't really care anymore. My father is recovering and will be discharged in a few days. Before he is discharged from the hospital, Matt and I moved to a new place near my parents' house to start a new life. I am relieved that I will be able to help my mother from now on. Matt was a little depressed after leaving his mother, but he is gradually regaining his spirit. We would like to continue to enjoy every moment of happiness together as a couple.